Welcome back to the program where this is review number 1000 that you are tuning in for. Now, I haven't done 1000 beer reviews, but I probably did 95% beer reviews here on the channel. Done some coffees, sodas, soft drinks, a few different food reviews over the last 6 or 7 years since I've been doing reviews here on the channel. And I wanted to do number 1000 with something that I hadn't had before. So I started looking at some of the OG craft beers out there. What have I not had? Well, Old Rasputin came to mind. So I picked it up, held on to it for a few months now or better, and figured I would save it for review number 1000. This is coming in at 9% alcohol by volume, and I believe the IBU, according to Untappd, was 75. This is a Russian Imperial Stout from North Coast Brewing Company out of California. Let's see, the city of California, Fort Bragg, California, or San Jose, California, I guess, but North Coast Brewing Company. Now, I've had stuff from them before, but never Old Rasputin. And just, let's see, is it Grigory Rasputin? If you look him up, and that's who the beer, that's who like the image is supposed to be on there. If you look him up, kind of a Russian, holy, mystical holy character or figure. Died in 1916. Depending on what you read about him, escaped death a few different times with people trying to take his life. Made predictions. Suppose they had like 12 inches of man meat or something like that. You can Google it. Quite fascinating stories about him. But I'm actually just, the beer is an OG beer and highly rated. Lots of people like this thing. So I figured be the perfect one for number 1000. So hope you enjoy the review. Hope you become a subscriber. Hit that notification bell down there. And yes, I hope you like what you see here. Drop a comment down there. You had this before. What do you think about it? Did I butcher his name pronouncing it? Was pretty sure I did. But anyhow, I'm going to crack this open and get a pour on it. So Russian Imperial Stout, high ABV on this thing at 9%. And I am using This Guy's Thoughts shaker pint glass. Beer reviewing, it is not alcoholism. It's a hobby of mine. So let's get a pour on this thing. Definitely has that dark stout appearance to it. Massive head there. We'll let that settle down a little bit. I knew it'd probably have a fairly good head, but I wasn't expecting 6 inches of it there. So we'll let that settle down a little bit. And through the power of editing, we're down to about 3 fingers of head on this. So still very, very frothy, just creamy, frothy head on this. It's a very dark color. I'm not going to say it's completely black, but it is a very, very dark colored beer. Just a brown to a tan. It's coming out very brown, light brown, to a darker tan there on camera there. Let's give the old Rasputin seat up here on the coaster. Slide him up a little bit there. There you go. All right, so you got that appearance there. Let's get a nose on this. Definitely boozy. Definitely got that boozy nose. You can tell it's a high ABV. Almost a roasted, really heavy maltiness to it. Maybe almost say roasted chocolatey, roasted maltiness. Good amount of coffeeness coming through. Definitely smells like it's going to be a boozy one. So let's get a drink on this thing. Boozy. Definitely boozy. Full body mouthfeel. To me, this one here, very low carbonation, really. Low to just approaching moderately carbonated. One you'd want to drink with some food in your belly. So I get that roastiness comes through right away. That roasted maltiness, roasted chocolatiness. So it's got a coffee, a chocolate, a nice roastiness to it. Man, even at 9%, and it tastes boozy. There's no there's not that residual boozy aftertaste to it. It's just the nose is boozy, the taste is boozy. I'm surprised it doesn't have that boozy aftertaste, to me anyway. Honestly, it finishes kind of clean, really. You know, scoring this, Old Rasputin, North Coast Brewing Company out of California. Review number 1,000 here on this guy's thoughts. I'm gonna give it 4.15. 4.15. I think it's fair. It's what it is to me. 4 years ago, I wasn't really into the stouts. Started more out into the hoppy IPAs. Then I'm still into that. Kind of got over into the sours, the smoothie sours, the slushy style sours, which is currently my favorite. But along the way, my palate started to refine a little bit, and I started drinking more stouts. And 4 or 5 years ago, I definitely wouldn't have liked this at all. But over time, just drinking different things, checking different things out, I think 4.15 is a pretty solid score for a stout coming from me. So, hey, like I said earlier, like, subscribe, comment, check me out on social media. Thanks for watching Review 1000.